So Kiki Iriafen is a player who has, if there was a such thing as most improved player of the year for women's college basketball, if it was such a thing, Kiki Iriafen will win that award. She is a player who not only is, according to the award, the best power forward in the country. Not only is she that, but she has had such a huge improvement year over year. Let's just talk about it real quick. Let's talk about it. Last year she played at Stanford also. Last year she averaged 12 minutes a game. She averaged 12 minutes a game. She scored 6.7 points a game last year. 3.8 rebounds a game. Not that impressive. She did okay last year. Just an okay player. But, guys, this year, over the summer, Kiki Iriafen worked out like crazy. She worked with the coaches at Stanford, improved on her game, and guys, this year, again, last year, 12.1 minutes a game, 6.7 points a game. This year, 27.7 minutes a game, 19.4 points a game. She even had more points per game than Cameron Brink. 19.4 points a game. Rebounding, she went from 3.8 rebounds a game to 11 rebounds a game. Like, guys, I don't know who in women's college basketball has had such a huge improvement from year over year. Like, I know there's players who have improved year over year. Absolutely. Look at the championship team, and you can see that in terms of Chloe Kitts improving year over year and Ashlyn Watkins improving year over year. But nobody's improvement year over year equals what Kiki Iriafen had. She was a filler player, a player that you just put in to fill some time, didn't really do that much for your squad. She was okay. She wasn't bad, but she was okay. And you see what she did this year. Kiki Iriafen is one of those players that all coaches should be pointing to and say, that could be you. That could be you. You're not getting that much playing time right now. Yeah, you're not starting. You're not that big of a factor on this squad. But instead of leaving and going somewhere else, get in the gym. Get in the gym. Let's work out. And your life over the summer is going to be basketball. And look at what you could do. Because look at what Kiki did. Guys, Kiki Iriafen transformed this season. She transformed into a player that is excellent in her own right. Absolutely. Stanford has Cameron Brink, and Cameron Brink is amazing. Absolutely. Amazing. But guys, the reason why Stanford makes it this far, yes, is because Cameron Brink is great. But also is because Kiki Iriafen. She wins the Power Forward of the Year award. And this is an award that she really deserves. This is the Katrina McLean Award. She deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. Now, the question is, this is Kiki's team if she wants it. Stanford is Kiki's team if she wants it. She hasn't entered the transfer portal yet, but her head coach is retired. And one of the assistant coaches is now going to be the head coach. So now the question is, does Kiki Iriafen stay at Stanford or does she go somewhere else? That's the question. But make no mistake, when you talk about women's college basketball, when you talk about the West Coast, you talk about great players, Kiki Iriafen should be on your list. When you talk about how players can develop, they can do it. You can have a night and day transformation in a year. In a summer, you can have a night and day transformation. I really do believe that coaches should be using her as an example. Use Kiki Iriafen as an example to get your players in the gym and say, hey, work out. You could be a starter next year. You won't be if you don't get better. If you stay like this, you're going to still play, you're still going to play 12 minutes a game if you stay like this. Maybe even less because we got new recruits coming in. But if you work out, if you truly trust the process and work on your game, you could be great. And that's what Kiki Iriafen did. That's what Kiki did. And yes, she can dunk the ball. She can dunk. Yeah, she can dunk. Yep. Yep. Repeat Tour says Kiki was great this year. She was great. She was very, very great this year. Very, very great. Timothy says she turned from a human to a superhuman being. Facts. Marcus says Kiki wasn't overshadowed by Cameron. She flourished because of Cameron. Yeah, I thought they played very well together. I really do. I thought they played very well together. Carmela says, with Tara leaving Stanford to your list of programs. Add that to my list of stuff to talk about. I'm still hoping for that program in transition series. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. But guys, yeah, if you didn't know, Stanford has they're in the process of hiring one of their current assistant coaches as the new head coach for Stanford. So keeping it in the Tara Vanderveer tree. Let's see. High Vibration says, Quita, you be on point because I never heard of any of these awards. Oh, well, I am happy that this is an educational piece for you. I am very, very happy about that because there's a lot of awards that are given out every year and people just don't know about them all. So I wanted to actually dedicate a stream to talk about it because we talk about the big awards, and probably basically everybody when it comes to women's basketball, everybody knows the Caitlin Clark won awards. And maybe they know Don Staley won an award, but they probably don't know anything else. So I wanted the opportunity to really talk through it and say like the different awards that were had and talk about some of the players that have been balling this year, but that have gotten that hasn't gotten the shine that I believe they deserve. And Kiki Iriafen is one of those players who has she's been great. She's been absolutely great. Zangerstein says Stanford's academic standards will hinder players now because of the travels. NCAA needs to fix that. Even coaches need to do their research. By the way, that's tough. That's a tough job. No wonder why Brink and Tara left. Yeah, I get it. That's a lot of travel. You're traveling coast to coast almost every weekend. That's a lot of travel. And Stanford is a smart school. They are very, very smart. Very smart. And these players are serious about their education. There's some players who, go to a school just to play basketball. But these Stanford girls, they taking some hard classes because they had a hard school, So I'm just saying. I am just saying. CAC says I would hate to travel that much. Yeah. It has to be terrible to basically always be on a plane going somewhere. It's fine if you're on a plane and you're on there for like 30 minutes and you're going from California to Washington State or something like that, or maybe 45 minutes. It's not a big deal. Let's see.